Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Raymond J. Negron with Beyond Failure to Reach Success. And what I help people, I'm a guide. I help people discover their dream business, start, grow, launch, and scale their business. And that's what I'm great at. I'm good at guiding people. But my talk today is about being relentlessly you, about being relentlessly you and pushing forward in all endeavors. And sometimes when you're facing stress and you're facing either eustress or stress, or maybe you're de-stressing, you're rejuvenating. But when you're facing things that sometimes we create more stress than what is actually needed. And I know there's stress that moves you forward and there's stress that moves you back and can debilitate you and sometimes lead to bad habits, right? As drinking, drugs, pornography, and all the other things, or being addictive or having affairs or doing things. But being relentlessly you, sometimes you got to be relentlessly solution focused with all that you're doing, right? And I do this thing that I learned from Andy Frisella and also Brian Tracy, and I combine them both. And it's getting like a list of 5 things. And it's eating the frog first. It's doing these 5 tasks, right? Like a hand over your face, these 5 tasks, but it's eating the frog first. But being relentlessly solution focused so you can complete these tasks and get them done and out of your way. Like, for instance, I'm redoing my website. My website isn't up for view concurrently, and I'm redoing it. I'm running into obstacles. I have to send stuff back to a personal brand photographer, and he's got to redo things. And I'm going through these motions, and then I'm trying to do something because my assistant doesn't know how to do it. She's not as tech. I think I'm a little more tech savvy than she is, but I'm not figuring out. Then I got to go back and watch the tapes, and then I got to be patient, and then I got to watch. And sometimes it's about taking a step back so I can move forward, right? Because sometimes you can't knock things over. Sometimes there's challenges around things, and you got to relentlessly just say, okay, let me sit back a little bit. Let me calm down. Let me learn. Let me earn the learn on this so I can move forward at a quicker rate. So sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. I hope you guys get that. Sometimes you got to slow down to speed up, right? Because the relentless you is going to move forward no matter what, if it's a priority in your life. And if you prioritize things in your life, they get finished. I managed to have a lot of time, right? And the reason why is because I'm able to do these things in a fashion that gives me a little bit of speed. And plus I can delegate a little bit. I'm still working on automating some things, but I can delegate. I got people in my network that are able to do the things that I can't do, and it adds speed to what I'm doing. But when I'm working on something and I'm trying to learn something, so then I can delegate it, because that's what I personally like to do, is I like to learn something, relentlessly learn it, so then I can say, okay, do this, but I want you to be able to do this and this. And if I have a perspective on it, I can pass off that perspective. And I don't have to be an expert at it, but I got to know the basics surrounding how something works before I can totally trust someone else, right? That's for me. And maybe that'll sprout and grow to something else. But relentlessly being you is about being solution focused. And I put RSF in the title because most people aren't relentlessly solution focused. They give up too quick. They say, you know what, that didn't work. I did it for 3 months, it didn't work. I went to the gym for 2 months and I'm not a professional bodybuilder yet. So they give up, right? Most of us give up way too quick. We give up on things. We give up on people. We give up on trying. We give up on pushing. We just give up, right? And that's not the way to freedom. That's the way to being in sameness and being the same person you were yesterday, because you're used to that level of complacency. You're used to not pushing. You're used to just saying, you know what? I'm just going to take this perspective because that's what I believe. But you're not going to keep yourself open to what everything else is. And I think when you grow, when you develop, you put a trust over to things. You kind of know what you know, but you also say, you know what, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't have a trust in myself totally. Maybe I could keep myself just open a little bit more so I could learn something, so I can earn the learn and see that perception, see why that guy sees this wall is purple. He sees it blue. I see it purple. Why is that? I'm curious. Maybe he has some kind of lens that's off, and it's interesting to me. But whatever the case may be, and I'm getting a little off the topic here, but when you're trying to get things done and you're trying to do great things in life, when you're discovering your dream business, when you're starting, growing, launching, and you're looking to automate that online and do it full time, it's going to take a lot of work from you. It's going to take like learning different systems. It's going to take you learning this, then learning this, possibly it's sales in the beginning, right? In any business, you have to have a really good product, right? And it could be like an irresistible offer, and then you build and trust a rapport over time, with your client base, right? But the thing is maybe it's sales, maybe it's marketing. That kind of ties hand in hand. I kind of believe marketing is long-term. Sales is about right away, going out and just inviting people to do business with you, but also making sure you have a system or a product or service that you could offer that's really good, that really gets a job done, and that you're willing to rub up against reality and get that experiential learning and be relentlessly solution focused on making it better, on tweaking it, on getting feedback on your service, on your product. And I believe that's so important, because when you're growing and when you're developing, it's going to take a little bit of you being humble. It's going to take you, kind of saying, what, I don't know enough. And I'm not saying to get lost, to get lost in most people get lost in that they're not good enough, so they don't do something. So what they do is they go down this rabbit hole of personal development, which I've done. I've done that before, where I'm like just investing $25,000 in programs, and then just so many programs that I can't focus on getting the thing done that I need to get done. And I just lose focus altogether and everything breaks. But focusing on something where, I got to get really good at this. Let me put that in my schedule. Let me see, I'm going to do that on Sunday for 6 hours. Or I'm going to do that an hour a day, every day for the next 5 days, for the next 3 months. So I get really good at this, because this is the thing. This is the thing that's going to move me into the space. This is the thing that's going to, kind of like move me a little different than my competitors, because people don't realize, like, there's domination, there's competition. And I believe in getting so good that people can't ignore you, that they just get results. And when they get results, just give you business, when you give, and you get, it's just a part of what the universe offers the world, So being relentlessly you, and being relentlessly focused, and being relentlessly looking for problems, right? Not saying, no, I don't want problems. I don't want problems. But you do want problems, right? I just got like 5 problems, like in my other office on my email. I was like, okay, cool. What are we going to do to solve these, right? And wrapping my head around it and cranking the mind here. It's like doing this YouTube channel. This is a struggle. I don't like doing this, but I know I have some good wisdom that I know I can pass, and I know I can give to people. I know I can serve people with all the stuff that I've been doing over the years, by the many years I've been on this planet, the years I've been studying, right? The years of all the note-taking, all the stuff that I have, and implementing it, and having that New York state of mind that I like to call it. But anyway, where in your life can you be more relentlessly solution-focused? Look at that for you. Write it down. Be mindfully aware of it. Where can you prioritize that in your life? And write it down so it gets done. Because sometimes things are hard in the beginning, but then they just become a part of it. Just like brushing your teeth. You wake up, you have to do certain things you don't even think about. And once you incorporate things in your life, for example, exercise. I work out twice a day, every day, without fail, right? Sometimes this wants to fail, but I have to force it. I just got to tell my body what to do. And you want that for yourself, especially when you're trying to either grow yourself or grow your business, or grow the business of yourself or your life and your business, and put that together and do the things that are moving you forward. So again, I'm Raymond J. Negron with Beyond Failure to Reach Success. Appreciate you guys for being here. And if you have any comments, leave them below. And I appreciate it. Eventually, these things are going to be edited and a lot more professional than what they are currently. But the content's good, I'm hoping. And if there's something, that you'd like me to talk about, let me know, man. Take care.